Welcome to Jay's Grass-Fed Garden, and this is what's growing in October. We've received at least like 3 or 4 frosts by now. It's October 8th, and I'm just gonna give a run through of some of my observations of what's cold hardy, maybe more cold hardy than people have been led to believe, and let's just give a little run through of what's growing here still in October in southern Vermont after at least 4 frosts. So we got this nice little wood chip decomposing log pathway added in. This is going to be a bed next year. This grass I'm thinking about putting wood chips in between. And right here we have some Asian greens, some Han Tots Thai. It's been getting eaten by the deer. They don't go in the garden too much itself, but because I have this one line here, and when it hits their feet in the middle of the night, they get spooked by it. But I do have a little bit of deer pressure, but not too much. So these were looking a little bit better. There's some red giant mustard greens. They're not giant yet, but they're getting there. Ooh, we even got a nice little October strawberry. Gonna have to snag that. Everbearing variety. I believe that's the Seascape from Johnny's Seeds. We got some more mustard greens over here, the red giant and the green mustard greens, and then in between all these greens is the garlic for next season. And what I've just added through the garlic garden, you'll see, is 3 different varieties of currant cuttings and 5 different varieties of elderberries. We got some jostaberry cuttings and a few different grape cuttings that if you just take the cuttings and just stick them in the ground in their dormant period, which is now, they will root, come out of dormancy next season. By the end of next season, you can have a whole bunch of rooted elderberry plants, currant plants, grapevines to be either moved out to somewhere else to grow to their entirety, or you can sell them or keep them here. And I was just over here harvesting some, I forget what these were called, but they were a fall radish. Oh. And let's get in here. I believe this might have been the watermelon radish. There's watermelon radishes and a few different other ones. So I just always make sure to get the soil off the roots and back into the ground. I've even got some grass pressure here. It looks like this spot right here wasn't covered completely, but we'll fix that up. Yeah, it just seems like the time to do this. I was planning on leaving them, just trying to let them get big as they can get, but I'm seeing some slug pressure. We haven't had too many rains, but we've definitely had a few. So here's the harvest. And these are fall radishes, so if you put them in your refrigerator, they will, or root cellar, they'll stay good for a little bit longer than your average radish. So we got a nice fall harvest. Like I said, it's October 8th, I believe, maybe October 9th. Put it in the description. But yeah, and then in between the oats, I've cut this oats back like 6 or 7 times and they just keep growing back. In between all of the oats is garlic going all the way down. We've got some winter carrots here. I got to figure out a way to cover them before it gets too cold. And hoping to have a February harvest of carrots. We've got some more purple top white globe turnip. And what I've done in the pathways is I've dug out the wood chips that I've been piling in the pathways for the past 2 years and put it on the beds to make the beds higher, and then the pathways are kind of like swale pathways now to harvest more water. So that's what I'm going for there. Here's that purple top white globe turnip. Yeah, that's the biggest I've ever gotten it, and that's a pretty good size, I would say. And that's also another good storage crop. We got some nice green wave mustard greens waiting to be harvested. That'll be good for some eggs. And then this whole row of Mizuna Asian greens with some more red giant mustard greens in the back. Looking to cover this row. I had cover, it ripped. I got more cover. Now I just got to measure it and cut it to length here, and we'll have some greens into the snow. And I mean, we'll see what out of these greens does survive into the snow, because when it does snow, it insulates it, and then when the snow melts, some of the greens could still be there. So we'll see what is the most cold hardy. We got some nice lettuce coming in, lettuce at all different stages. Some more Mizuna broccoli plant that didn't do too hot. Some more mustard greens, green wave mustard greens. Some nice kale. Checking in. And it is fall, officially fall in Vermont. The mountains are looking beautiful. There. Here comes the sun. Yeah, the Jerusalem artichokes are still kind of doing their thing. These ones kind of already flowered and the bees ate everything that they could. That one is a different variety and it flowers way later than this one. That's called Stampede, and this is an unknown variety. And this tomato plant, it's just, I've noticed that tomatoes, if they're just caught up in this little shade like microclimate. Oh, check out the bumblebee just hanging out on the marigold. Nice marigolds. But yeah, if the tomatoes are caught up in this microclimate, like I said, we've had multiple frosts now at this point, and this tomato still has flowers on it and some ripening tomatoes. I'm saving seed off this. This tomato plant right here with all the flowers was actually a plant that I planted last year, and it set seed. Yeah, wow, look at all the flowers. Set seed, regrew this year, so I saved seed off of it. So this is like my own cold hardy tomato adapted to, you know, we've had at least like 34 degrees, and yeah, and then the microclimate of the shade from the Jerusalem artichokes. That elephant head amaranth watching over everybody in the garden. But this one, perfect example, this tomato that was out here in the open got fried. It just got pretty cold last night. So fried tomato, still got flowers on it, and ripening tomatoes. So pretty cool observation right there. Gonna have a cold hardy tomato, saving seed off that, some nice lettuce, like I was saying, at all different stages coming through. Just having a nice root crop harvest right now. There will be some more daikons coming out of here, some more lettuce. Those are just like kind of some radish cover crop. All in between are elderberries along that pathway. That just used to be like a little ditch. If you go back and look at all the other videos, I wasn't really utilizing that, but that is just filled all the way up with wood chips now, and is actually a new pathway that starts over there, comes in and goes around the back here on the north side through on the other side of the Jerusalem artichokes, and then comes through the inside right here. That leads into that new log pathway that I was just showing at the beginning. It's going to come all the way around, and I'm going to finish the wood chip to end back where it started. So yeah, just like working out the better functionalities, I don't know if that's a real word. Yeah, and then we're gonna add another new bed on the side there, put in some wood chips on the grass, and that is just grass on top of grass, and then gonna put wood chips for the pathway, and that'll be ready to plant it directly into in the spring. Not tilled, not disturbed, and there will be soil under that grass come springtime. So here is some more lettuce. We got the nice daikon, another great root crop, storage crop.